50% of businesses in the US fail by their 5th year. 82% of the businesses that fail say it's because of cash flow. We've always thought as an industry it was lack of access to capital or unique lending products for unique needs. But I'm here to challenge you. I think we were wrong. Let me introduce you. I'm Heather Tuason, and this is Marcy Schwab. We're here today to talk to you about Arena. Arena started in 2019. We spent 9 months fully dedicated to researching this problem of cash flow because we had been trying to solve it decade over decade. The stat of 50% of businesses failing by their 5th year hasn't changed. So the lending solutions we've been putting in place, maybe they aren't all working. In that 9 months of study, what we discovered is this: 90% of businesses do not have a financial forecast. Let me just break that down. 90% of the 30 million businesses out there do not have a financial forecast, which means they don't know how much money they want to make, nor how much it costs to make it. And maybe that's why they don't really know when and how to get a loan. Let me introduce you to Fernando. Fernando's a customer of ours, and he owns a company called Consentus. He's totally given us permission to do this. Fernando's company is a technology company. He specializes in video equipment and surveillance equipment for government and large government buildings like schools. Well, when the pandemic hit, his business boomed. He had orders left and right for video equipment for the classroom. And his need to go buy video equipment ahead of time was enormous. The supply chain issues also caused him a problem. So what he did is he sought out financial advice from Arena. Fernando and Consentus used all 3 products from Arena. Arena has 3 products. It is the Arena Business Financial Assessment, Arena CFO, and Arena Pay. I'm going to turn it over to Marcy to walk through the Business Health Assessment.
So Fernando needed to understand his business better given the issues of the pandemic and how it was impacting his business. So the very first thing he did was work with us on his business health assessment. This is a 100% automated, white label capable product that helped him understand where his opportunities were. There are 4 aspects of the business health assessment. The first one is strategy. Does he understand his strategy, who his customers are, where his market is, and where his revenue is coming from? The second is financial planning. Does he understand what his P&L is going to look like? How is he looking at his forecast? Where does his revenue come from, and where are his expenses coming from? The third is around business operations. Does he understand how to most effectively operate his business given the business that he's in? And the third are metrics. KPIs for each business are different, and Arena looks at the business itself, the business he's in, and looks at the metrics that those businesses use to measure their effectiveness in their industry. So that's the first product. What did Fernando learn? Fernando learned that he had a huge opportunity to both think about strategy and his financial forecasting, as well as his payments, to better effectively manage his business through the pandemic. The second product that Fernando used was our financial forecasting. This is Arena CFO. We paired him up with a CFO specific to his business area and his industry to look at how he could forecast better for his business going forward. And what you can see here is we took his actual data through QuickBooks and integrated it into the system. He met with an actual human being, so we're talking about tech and touch, that allows him to manage his business more effectively going forward.
After Arena CFO, Fernando also adopted Arena Pay. Arena Pay is a platform that integrates with all the banks out there via Plaid, as well as pays your bills on your behalf. It also has the flexibility to pay anything at any time on the right algorithm with the right payment method. One interesting thing that Fernando had is he always had to pay his suppliers ahead of time. Well, if you can imagine all the orders for online classroom equipment, it was impossible for a small company like Fernando to be able to scale and meet the needs of his client base. What Arena Payment did is they actually worked with his suppliers to work out net terms, so he did not have to prepay for his inventory, and therefore did not need a bank loan. On a monthly basis, Arena CFO works with Fernando and Consentus to work on all 4 dimensions of his strategy, from strategy to his forecast, and did his actuals actually meet his forecast projections? Also working on how he ran his business. Are there adjustments he needs to make in the future? And specific KPIs for the performance of his business. Fernando came out of the pandemic with record profits. We're now working on his unit cost metric. His unit cost metric is really important right now with inflation. As well as he has a large cash balance coming out of the pandemic, and we're working on investor buybacks and an exit strategy for himself. With that, we'd like to also take the time today to thank BMO Harris Bank, who's here in the room somewhere. Andrew, maybe, maybe not. We were in their accelerator last year, and they did a tremendous job. If anyone knows a woman-owned fintech, I highly recommend you seek out Andrew from BMO Harris Bank. We are Arena. We have 3 products: the Business Health Assessment, the Arena CFO, and Arena Pay. They're all 3 open to our main distribution channel, which is banks. We can white label all 3 and sell them individually. Please meet us at our booth after the session today, or visit us online at arenapay.io.